6:13 WMAZ Morning starts now.
Well, if you have not stepped outside yet this morning, you're in for a very nice surprise. Temperatures in the 50s. We'll talk about what to expect for the day ahead and for the weekend coming up.
Plus 3 months, that's how long one Macon business will have to avoid serving an item. What deputies delivered to the Rodeo Bar and Grill this week.
Plus, the debate is over on whether 2 Senate candidates will meet before November. What Senator Raphael Warnock has now accepted.
And working as a team may do more than teach students teamwork. How one Central Georgia Schools program is working as a team building robots.
Well, good morning. Happy Wednesday. We are halfway through the work and school week. The time is now 6:30 on this September 14th. You're looking live over Dublin. I'm Caitlin Heck.
And I'm Wanye Reese. An absolutely beautiful start to the day. You're definitely going to want a light jacket this morning.
I know. It's so nice, though, to be able to say that and not say
yes.
You're walking out to heat and humidity, Alex.
Yeah, and nice to say, grab the hot coffee instead of the iced coffee this morning, because we've had plenty of iced coffee mornings over the summer, the past several weeks. This morning, not so much. Here's a live look over Lawrence County. 59 is the current number in Dublin. A few people moving at this early hour. 58 in Macon, 57 in Gordon, back to 60 in Warner Robins now, 58 in Sandersville, but Eastman's been the cool spot all morning at 54 degrees down there in Dodge County. That's 13 degrees cooler than they were this time yesterday, 12 degrees cooler in Abbeville and in McRae, 7 degrees cooler here in Macon. Dry air to go around this morning as well across the southeast. We've got a pretty cool morning as well, and it's not every day this happens. Take a look at this map real fast. 58 in Macon and in Albany, the coolest numbers across the southeast this morning. Now, as we head into the afternoon hours, temperatures are going to warm up into the 80s fairly quickly, going with an afternoon high temperature of about 85 right around 4 p.m. That's about 3 degrees shy of the average high, about 88. But overall, a pretty nice day in store here for us in central Georgia. It's the coolest morning we've had since mid-May. We'll talk about what that means for the days ahead and the warm afternoons still to come, coming up here in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Alex. 2 drug raids lead to 2 arrests in Sandersville. A teen hurt in a Macon shooting.
An action taken against a business in Bibb County following a weekend shooting and other crimes. Let's go ahead and catch you up on the 3 things that you need to know right now. 2 people in Washington County now face charges in connection to a month-long illegal drug sales investigation. The sheriff's office says their investigation resulted into a raid of 2 Sandersville homes yesterday.
They arrested 66-year-old Sandra Butts. She's now charged with 2 counts of sale of cocaine and 1 count of possession of cocaine with intent to distribute. They also arrested and charged 49-year-old Ernest Johnson Jr. He faces 2 counts of trafficking cocaine. This morning, a 16-year-old is in critical condition after a shooting in West Macon. The Bibb Sheriff's Office says it happened just before midnight on the 3300 block of Hollingsworth Road. Deputies found a teen shot and medics took him to a hospital. Investigators are trying to figure out what led to the shooting and who's responsible. If you have any information, you can call Macon Regional Crime Stoppers. The number is right there on your screen. It is 1-877-68-CRIME. Again, 1-877-68-CRIME.
The alcohol license now suspended for a Macon club that was the scene of a deadly shooting over the weekend. Deputies delivered the letter to the Rodeo Bar and Grill yesterday afternoon. Sheriff David Davis's letter says the club is a threat to public safety. It lists more than 13 reported crimes at the Pioneer Avenue business in the past year, including fighting, aggravated assaults, criminal trespassing, and the death of a security guard who died Sunday after a shooting on Saturday. Bibb Commissioner Virgil Watkins says after 90 days, rodeo's owners can ask county leaders to restore the alcohol license. The county could do that, or it could revoke the license altogether. It's now 6:34 a.m. Let's get a check of your state news. Prominent Georgia defense attorney Paige Pate is dead. Lynn County's coroner says the 55-year-old drowned Sunday while swimming in an inlet with his teenage son on St. Simon's Island. He says powerful rip currents swept the father and his son into those open waters. Pate's son swam back to shore safely, but a rescue crew had to pull the 55-year-old from the water, and he sadly died at the hospital. Pate frequently provided expert commentary on legal issues on our sister station in Atlanta 11 Alive. We're certainly sending our prayers and condolences to his family.
Absolutely. Well, today and tomorrow, the Cobb County Sheriff's Office will say goodbye to 2 of their deputies killed in the line of duty. Governor Brian Kemp ordered flags to be flown at half-staff as families and friends gather for their funerals. Jonathan Koleski and Marshall Irvin Jr. got shot while trying to serve a warrant at a home near Marietta last week. Koleski's funeral happens today. Irvin Jr.'s is tomorrow. The governor says flags will fly at half-staff on the state capitol building and in Cobb County until sunset both days. Now to election news. We're now less than 8 weeks out from the November midterm elections.
I know it's hard to believe. One of the biggest races on the ballot in Georgia is for a U.S. Senate seat. Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock faces Republican challenger and former Georgia Bulldogs running back Herschel Walker. Georgia voters, you will see at least one fall debate between the candidates. Yesterday, Warnock actually accepted Walker's proposal for an October 14th debate in Savannah.
But the senator also renewed his call for an additional debate to be either in Macon or Atlanta. Walker has yet to accept the second matchup and did not directly respond to Warnock's latest pitch. WSAV-TV will host the October 14th Savannah debate. Well, requesting more streetlights in Bibb County could get a little easier. Right now, people who want more lights have a few hurdles to jump through, like paying $100 just to put in an application. They also have to gather signatures from a certain percentage of their neighbors. Now, under this new proposal, Bibb would waive those requirements. Then the county could agree to provide the lights or turn them down. Commissioner Virgil Watkins Jr. sponsored the ordinance.
It's a simple thing, it's street lights, but they can have a big impact on safety and just overall quality of life for folks. So I'm hopeful that folks will take advantage of us making it a little easier.
Watkins Jr. says some of the areas he thinks should get first priority are parts of Lilly Avenue and Houston Avenue. Bibb commissioners will make their final decision on the ordinance next week.
6:36 here on your Wednesday morning. Well, demand for EMTs is growing across the country, and a school program in our state aims to train more people in the field. Lawrence County created the first emergency medical technician course in Central Georgia, which they offer to high school students.
You can be that one person that will help them, and then they can go on to do something great that helps somebody else.
Yeah, it's some cool stuff. Emily Curry is a senior at West Lawrence High School and is now a nationally certified EMT. EMS instructor Mitch Cobb says the program took off 2 years ago. He says they started offering the course because they wanted to bring awareness to what the job entails.
The EMS can be a stepping stone to the nursing field, the doctorates. Working in hospital, we train them both in hospital and out of hospital as well.
Cobb says they offer the courses to juniors and seniors at East and West Lawrence. They average 15 to 20 students per class, but they're always looking for more. If you have a student interested in joining, they can get with a counselor to sign up for the course.
Well, the Georgia National Fair kicks off in less than a month. While the event features plenty of familiar fun, there's a new rule you need to follow, how it affects what you can bring through the gates. Plus,
this year, we're surprising more top teachers. Find out how you can send us your nominations coming up.
Oh, one of our new JJs. We love to see it. All right, time is 6:37. We love to see the forecast for today, too.
Exactly. A lot of students who are going to be getting on the bus this morning, they're probably going to need a light jacket. If they're like me and don't have as much hair as Caitlin, they'll probably need a hat as well.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of everybody wins today, because if you like the cool stuff, you get it in the morning. And if you like warmer conditions, you get that in the afternoon. But it is a sign that the writing is on the wall, that fall is on the way. Here's a live look over downtown. Starting to see just a little bit of light there off in the distance. Sunrise is not until about 7:15-ish, somewhere in there this morning. 58 in Macon, 59 in Warner Robins, 57 in Cochrane right now. We've got 60 in Soperton and 57 waking up in Sparta, Sandersville, and in Wrightsville this morning. We are significantly cooler in several spots than we were yesterday morning. We had that front somewhere between Macon and about Eastman yesterday at about this time, so that's why it's technically cooler down there than it was this time on your Tuesday morning. Across the southeast, check out this map. I was saying earlier, it's not every day that Macon and Albany have the coolest temperatures on the map for the entire southeast. Cooler than Little Rock, Arkansas, cooler than Nashville right now, cooler than Charlotte. We are sitting at 58 here in central Georgia. And as we head through the day today, we are going to warm up fairly significantly. In fact, almost 30 degrees before all is said and done. And we're going to waste no time doing it. No clouds thanks to the dry air, high pressure to our north. Those no clouds means we're going to be able to warm up from the sunshine very quickly. So here we are at the noon hour into the 80s. I do think we actually top off somewhere right around 85. Just a few clouds into the evening tonight, and that's going to about do it. Then for tomorrow morning, not quite as cool, but back into the 80s during the afternoon hours. A light wind out of the northeast, just one or two clouds around, making for a fantastic Thursday and a fantastic Friday as well. Very similar. Only one or two showers will be possible on Friday, and those will be very few and very far in between. We're not going to be looking at a widespread rain threat, only about 10%. The other good news out of all of this, the humidity, going to be talking about dew points borderline 50s today, so fairly comfortable. We do get back into the humid range or just on the borderline of it over the next few days, but compared to what we've seen in central Georgia this summer, it's still going to feel fairly nice out there. The high temperatures also trending below average. Our average high for this time of year is about 88. We'll be looking somewhere between 85 and 87 over the next few days. We are keeping an eye on the tropics here in the Weather Center, of course. This area disturbed weather in the central Atlantic has caught our attention and the National Hurricane Center's attention as well. About a 50% chance of development over the next 5 days. Notice the Hurricane Center is pulling it towards Puerto Rico and Hispaniola. The spaghetti models are doing the same. Check this out. We're going to be watching for several things here over the next few days. One, including, does the storm develop? Two, where do the models take it? And three, they're going to continue taking it along that track, because if this is the case, something to keep an eye on for us. If it were to miss Hispaniola, Hispaniola typically acts as something to weaken storms because of the mountainous terrain there. So a lot to watch here over the next few days. Nothing to be concerned about here in central Georgia or in the United States at the moment, but of course we'll be keeping an eye on it. Temperatures today into the 70s fairly quickly, eventually into the 80s, topping off right around 85. Even though it's cool this morning, we are still going to be looking at a warm afternoon. Then for tonight, 62. That is below average with some mostly clear skies. And an early look at your football Friday night forecast. Probably the best week we've had all season. No rain chance. Sunset is at 7:39 there on Friday night. Gives way to a fantastic weekend and into next week. High temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. Low temperatures in the mid 60s.